Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and another American Civil War themed game this week. It's a game I've had for a little while. I have played it a couple of times myself. I've not had an opportunity to play it with anyone at the club as yet. But it's a game I really like, and I love the fact it's such a small box. And such a big package, as we will see in a moment. It's The Devil's to Pay, the first day at Gettysburg from Tiny Battle Publishing. This game was a Herman Luttman design. I've got a few of Herman's games. I do like his style of games. Playing time 2 to 4 hours. Some great artwork from Rick Barber and Jose Fora. Again, got a number of games with their artwork, which is always great. As I say, bought this when it first came out. It's quite expensive to buy now if you can find it. But basically the game is depicting the first day at Gettysburg, and also what ifs, what could have happened. So you either got the Confederates with A.P. Hill and Richard Ewell, or the Union with John Reynolds and Oliver Howard. It's a new version of what was the well-known blind sword system, focusing on ease of play, accessibility, and a bit of chaos. It has a chip pull mechanic, which I particularly like in games. And as I say, the map and the counters and the way the rules are laid out I really like. So I just wanted to share with you some of the contents you get in this package, my general thoughts, and again I might well post a further video in due course, sort of going a bit more into the game if that's something that you as the viewer would like. I'd like to just take this opportunity to welcome a considerable number of new subscribers in recent weeks. Welcome and thank you for being part of my community. We get lots of really nice positive comments, shared feedback, and long may that continue. And I will continue to try and bring you variety of both war games and board games of a historical nature, trying to blend the two elements of the hobby, and hopefully to attract new elements from both sides into the hobby as well. And it's a fabulous hobby, one I'm very, very passionate about, and hopefully you get a flavour of that from some of the videos that I post from time to time. Last week was my 200th video in a little under 2 years. It's been a lot of hard work, but something I've been very disciplined and committed to trying to deliver on a regular basis, and will continue to try and do that as long as you, the subscribers, want that. So again, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank you all for coming along on the ride, and hope we can bring many more people onto the channel and into the community in due course. But anyway, let's without further ado talk a bit more about The Devil's to Pay. As I say, really like the box. It's a cardboard box, but it's just nice. It's got a nice feel to it. You open the box and you've got this little rule book, which is beautifully produced, a little softback rule book with some nice, as you can see there, nice clear tables. Sorry, the focus isn't very good at the moment for some reason, probably the light. Let me just put a light on in my room, see if that makes things any better. It doesn't. I think I'm going to turn it off. Too much shadow. So yeah, the rules themselves run to 33 pages. But again, some of this is scenarios and setup, as you can see there. You've got tutorial scenario as well, which is really helpful, and you've got an awful lot of colour and working examples of play, which I really like. You've got to remember, although it's that many pages, these are small scale pages as well, and there's lots of pictures and diagrams along the way. And these tables are in separate player aids as well, so you'll be able to see those. So it's a really nicely produced game from that point of view as well. All right. So you get a number of dice, the usual sort of dice that you get with these packages. The map I'll show you in a moment. Let's just get you some of the other elements out of the box. So we've got these nice order of battle cards, and on the back the Confederate one. It's really nice. You've got Union player aid, again really nice, small scale. You've got the event chits as well, so that's really nice. You got the Confederate equivalent, again really nicely produced, so that's great. You've got combat result table, so you can just have that on the table next to the map. You can see it really easy. I love a combat result table, and again really easy to follow, along with some quick reference information there, just to make it a little bit easier to see everything. And then you get the various counters. So you got the Confederates here. They're quite small, and there's quite a lot going on them, as you can see here. If we get close up with the camera here, you might be able to get a bit of a. Let's see how close we can get to get a. There you go. That's probably about as good as I can get it. But you can see there's some really beautiful colour on there. Because some of my counters were a little bit damaged when I received the box, I did get sent some extra sheets. But you know, the counters are quite small. I find I have to use tweezers to play the game, but they're colourful, and you can see the key numbers. That's the important part there. All right. As I say, got some extra counters and things here because of the issues that I had with some of mine. So put those to one side as well. Let's show you the map. I'll just get that out. So again, this is one that I would put under plexi normally. So you can see, as you sort of look down above it, it's a really lovely piece of artwork from the two map artists. You've got nice colour schemes that define the contours and the lay of the land. In the bottom left hand corner, you've got the timings of the turns and the game, and as we get in closer, you can really start to see the quality and detail on the map itself. And I really like the way it's done, the way things are illustrated and worded. It's just got a really nice quality premium feel to it in terms of the way that it's designed and layout. And I know some of the more recent American Civil War games with similar artists have followed this similar vein, actually. Bearing in mind this was 6 years ago. I know one of the more recent American Civil War games out, which I haven't got, follows very similar art design in terms of the maps. See the kind of railroad there as well. It's really, really nice. Yes, you probably need a very well lit room, and you need to study the map very carefully when playing. So you start to look at sort of contours of the land, the various terrain elements. The little dots are quite useful for pinpointing certain areas. But I really like it. I think it's a lovely map, and it's a joy to play over. As I say, I've played a couple of little trial games in solo with this, and it's took me a little while to get to grips with it, I must be honest. And the counters can be a bit fiddly, because of the scale of the map and everything else, and stacks, which is sometimes a bit of a bugbear for me. I've got to be honest. I don't like stacks, or games with big stacks. But it is a work of art. It's a small box, small package, and you get to play on something like this and feel like you're really playing that first day at Gettysburg. So for me, it's a big thumbs up from Tiny Battle Publishing. I think this is a very underrated game, and I think it's one that I would recommend anyone to go and have a look at. For those with perhaps poorer eyesight, I don't have great eyesight myself, but it can be a little bit fiddly, a little bit difficult with the minutiae of the counters on the map. But if you can get past that, the mechanics of the game work really well. I love the chip pull system, the events that are put into the game at certain stages, which just add some of that chrome and effects to that day that you're playing over. And I like the fire system. Combat system is really good as well. You kind of follow these tables through, and they give some very realistic results as well. So that's the Devils to Pay, the first day at Gettysburg, from Tiny Battle Publishing. Hope you've enjoyed this brief look at a game I've had for a good few years now, and hopefully it inspires you to go out and find a little bit more. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you all again soon.